Aquarius, you are now negotiating new loving boundaries with yourself. All boundaries that you draw with yourself must be based on loving terms, the most loving part of yourself. The hard part for Aquarius is they can't help but consider the rest of the world. They rule humanity. So it's very difficult for them to separate themselves from the world unless they do it in extreme cold ways. They always feel that they're consequential. This is where Aquarius must rise above. If you love yourself first, then you are doing the best thing for the world by default of the way the universe works. If you are not loving yourself first, then you could be creating collateral damage from your boundaries because you're making boundaries that are not true to who you are and what you need, and therefore they certainly won't be true to what others needs. So this is really about sharpening your pencil and drawing your lines with yourself based on love. Maybe it's tough love, but be sure that it's unconditional love. And once you've drawn those right boundaries with yourself based on the heart, you're able to draw the perfect boundaries with others and also carry out a loving touch in your enforcement of the boundaries. A lot of Aquariuses will just poof, disappear and ghost because they didn't want to face that boundary negotiation. Mars in Gemini says, you are ready to go for your personal dreams. The universe wants Aquarius is in love. Aquarius is manifesting creative projects. Aquarius is engaged in creative partnerships. So it's time to go out and create. We want to see the reflection of you. You are, after all, Aquarius. And I always say, we can't have the age of Aquarius without the Aquariuses. However, that new dream must be reconciled with money, abundance, etc. You are not allowed to go after your dreams that doesn't include your prosperity. There's no more volunteer jobs, no more giving it away. You must be reciprocated in your efforts. Maybe not immediately, but eventually. And maybe not necessarily said, but rather promised. So make sure that everything you're doing with love and personal dreams is going to end up with some sort of material gain or value gain. Sometimes value gain is that you were once valued this, but now you're valued that. So by volunteering there, you got that. So as long as you get value from the equation, you're on the right path. God universe does not want to reward the people who do wrong. God universe wants to financially reward the people who do right. What is the difference between right and wrong? Living by your heart or not living by your heart. Now that party going on in Libra has to do with your belief in yourself. For so long, you have gone back and forth about believing in yourself. Mostly that's because of the fact that you have weird ideas that don't fit into modern world. And that's because you're here to help us change that modern world. So it wasn't that you were wrong and the world was right. It's that you were right. And one day you will show the world where it can also be in the same alignment. But with Venus crossing Black Moon Lilith and then crossing the South Node and then Juno, you're going to have maybe a cry fest or some sort of release where you allowed yourself to waver in your belief in yourself. You might manifest an example that demonstrates how you just give up your belief in yourself. Or it could be the contrary. You could be closed down and unwilling to look at other parts of yourself because you've been in that fight with the world. Either way, by the time Venus conjoins Juno at the end of the week, you're going to be committed to a new belief in yourself. And yes, it may be specific to a specific goal you have in the world. It might be, I believe in myself to be an actor. I believe myself to pull this off. That would be enough because it symbolizes believing in yourself.
It's serious joy, joy, joy.